Hello, thank you for joining Kelly's Cooking Channel. I'm Kelly, welcome to my kitchen. Today we will be making a classic Italian dessert, Panna Cotta. Panna Cotta in Italian means cooked cream, and it is believed to have been originated in the northern part of Italy, also called Alta Italia. In that region there's some mountains that are well known for the milk cream that is produced there, so there's no definite way to know, but it looks, people believe that it was originated in that region just because of that reason. Panna Cotta is very easy to make. It's actually milk cream, sugar, and vanilla all heated up, and then you add unflavored gelatin to it. It's like gelatin kind of texture, but the milk makes it very creamy. So very simple, versatile. In Italy, I personally had not tried panna cotta before. I have heard about it from friends, I have read about it, I have seen it in menus, never tried it. So I had the privilege to try it for the first time in Italy. And in Italy, the way they serve it is with toppings like fresh fruit, very strict into using what is in season because that's the freshest, the most flavorful. Also chocolate, so for those chocolate lovers, you can melt some and then use it as a topping for the panna cotta. My personal preference are berries, so if they're in season, I'll just get fresh berries. If not, I can use preserves. So if you have any fruit in particular that you like, you can either fresh or just go ahead and use preserves. Panna cotta is also very versatile because you can serve it very fancy or very, down like a daily kind of thing on a very simple way. So if you want to, for your children, it's a very nice dessert to have if you have a party or if you have people coming over and you want to impress. The presentation, you can play with it, and I'll show you some ideas later on. You can play with the presentation, but it's one of those desserts that simple or fancy presentation with fruit, with chocolate, it's just amazing. It's just it's gonna blow your mind. So let's go ahead and get started. I really hope you like it. So today we're making panna cotta. Okay, the recipe that we're making today makes approximately 6 to 8 individual servings and takes no more than 15 to 20 minutes to prepare. Then you have to put the dessert in the refrigerator for 4 hours to chill. You can half or double this recipe easily, so it's very easy to convert. Let's talk about ingredients. There are 5 ingredients, very easy to find. And first you need 4 cups of milk cream. There are different types of milk cream that you can use, and they are categorized based on its content of fat. I will only share with you the common ones. The milk cream that has the less fat content is half and half, and it ranges from 10 to 18% of fat. Then there's the light cream, which ranges between a content of 18 to 30% of fat. Whipping cream, it has 30% of fat. And then heavy cream, which fat content ranges between 36 to 38%. I will be using today heavy cream. I love the texture it gives panna cotta, and just be aware of the high content of fat if you're watching. So you can use any of these creams, just pick and choose whatever is it that you want to use, but to me, panna cotta with heavy cream is the way to go. Another ingredient that you need is the 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. You also need a half a cup of granulated sugar. You can use as sugar substitute if you need to, just adjust accordingly based on the instructions of that alternate sugar. You will also need 2 packets of non-flavored clear gelatin. And you need a quarter of a cup of warm water. We use that water to mix it with the gelatin to dissolve the gelatin when we're cooking. Okay, we're ready to start the panna cotta. So we need in a pot, put the 4 cups of milk cream. I'm gonna pour them into my pan. Okay. Then we're gonna pour in the vanilla, and then the half a cup of sugar. Okay. We're gonna whisk everything together. If you notice, the sugar that I'm using is not the regular granulated sugar. I'm using a sugar substitute, and the reason being is my husband needs to watch sugar intake, so that's why I'm making it this way. And honestly, it doesn't make much difference. The flavor is just amazing. So we're gonna, now that everything is mixed well, I'm gonna let it warm a little. I'm not gonna boil it. You should not be boiling this. We're gonna just let it warm. Not a whole lot. I have seen places where they say, you know, just before boiling, but the test that I have made, it has to be warm, not too hot. And it helps also cool faster, so when you have to put it in the refrigerator to chill. So we're gonna let it warm up and continue checking it out. Okay, it's warming up. I'm gonna try the temperature to see how warm it is. It still has a little bit to go, so we're gonna continue watching. I don't stir it a whole lot because it foams up, and I don't like that foam on my dessert, so at the end I'm gonna remove it. But try to just stir a little bit every now and then, and wait for that temperature to raise on the panna cotta, on the milk cream mixture, but not to a boiling point. So it's warming up. It's just about to be the temperature that I'm looking for. If you notice, it's not boiling, and it has to be warm as if you were, I don't know, coffee that you would drink. It would not be scalding hot, or it would not be boiling, and this temperature is perfect. So right when it's that temperature, you're gonna go ahead, turn the stove off, and remove it from the heat. Okay, now that the milk cream mixture is ready, it's warm up, I'm gonna leave it cooling a little bit, and while it cools, I'm gonna mix the clear gelatin in that warm water, the half a cup of actually the quarter cup of warm water to dissolve. I personally, I'm not a good gelatin maker, and that's really weird because gelatin is very easy to make, but you have to have patience. You have to dissolve everything when you're making like flavored gelatin, right? I don't have that patience, but I found this technique for the panna cotta, because when I learned the panna cotta has gelatin, I was really scared that I was gonna mess it up. So I found this technique online, and basically just dissolve, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but just dissolve the clear gelatin in a quarter of a cup of water, warm water, and that helps. So that's the first packet, and here goes the second packet. Just dissolve it, dissolve. It's gonna be very, very thick mixture. Okay. Okay, so now it's dissolved. We're gonna go ahead and incorporate this into the milk cream mixture that we have prepared. And since it's warm, it's all gonna blend nicely. Okay, so we have the milk cream here. If you notice, there's you may have like on the top some kind of solid of the milk, like a buttery thing. I personally don't like that, so I usually skim it up a little bit, because when it chills, that topping at the top of the panna cotta is like rubbery. It doesn't look appealing, so I just take out some of that solid that forms at the top of the make sure that we heat it up. Okay, so now that I have that, I just pour in the gelatin, the dissolved gelatin mixture, and quickly start stirring, and I make sure that everything is mixed. And will you believe that this is it? We just have to serve it, pour it into individual servings, chill it, and that's it. Fairly quick and easy to make, and just so delicious. I'm gonna serve it now. I'm gonna show you different ideas so that you can get, you know, very simple or very fancy. Well, I had the panna cotta mixture cooling before we serve it. I wanted to show you some ideas on how to serve it. You can go very fancy. You can use martini glasses. I will be pouring it on champagne glasses, and it's really a fancy way to display your dessert, and then you can put fruit toppings, etc. You can also, you know, for day to day, you can use any glass dessert bowl. And if you're throwing a party, you should consider using these plastic cups that are for like drinks. I have used it to serve panna cotta. It's really easy. You don't have to worry about having glass around, and when you're done you can recycle it. So these are some ideas. The sky's the limit as far as being creative. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it on into some glasses. I'm gonna chill it for like 4 hours, and I'm gonna show you now, coming up, the final product. Now we are in the last phase of making the panna cotta. I had already poured it into some glasses, and I chilled it for 4 hours minimum. If you see, this is a champagne glass that has the panna cotta. You can use martini glass, you can get fancy. This is the plastic cup that is perfect for parties, and this is for day to day. These are the containers. Toppings that you can use, I have some frozen blueberries that I had from last harvest, so I thawed some of them. There's some preserves. You can also chocolate. You can melt some chocolate and then just drizzle it on top. What I'm gonna try now is on this one. I'm gonna just put some blueberries on top. You can garnish it with like mint, 1 leaf of mint, good flavor. Okay, and honestly, that is it. This is a very, very delicious dessert. Hope you enjoy it. Let's start making panna cotta.